لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا ونبينا محمد بن عبد الله الصادق الأمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما المؤمنون الذين إذا ذكر الله وجلت قلوبهم وإذا تليت عليهم آياته زادتهم إيمانا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون الذين يقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون أولئك هم المؤمنون حقا لهم درجات عند ربهم ومغفرة ورزق كريم. صدق الله العظيم. Brothers and sisters in Islam, respective viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and ahlan wa sahlan, and welcome to our program. Let me begin my program with our dua to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala grant salih children for those who are barren, those who are childless, those who Allah did not give them that hasanatul dunya and the ni'mat of dunya. Let's say Ameen and make dua. May Allah grant the children for those who are asking Allah every day to have kids, to have dhurriya salihah, or to have offspring. May Allah cool the eyes of all the ladies who are watching us. May Allah grant them a salih and pious children, inshallah, to be means for them to have happiness in dunya and also Jannah and Akhirah, inshallah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, it's very hard when our Muslim women or Muslim brother ask us, make dua that Allah grant me children. After 30 years and 40 years, when we talk about children, we talk about hiba and ja'lun min Allah. Hiba, it means a grant. Grant is not a human effort. The proof of that we find two people are married for so many years, they have no problem at all. They have no sickness at all, and there's no children. And then when the man died or they got divorced, this one got children, this one got children. So our children is a hiba. Hiba is a gift or grant. وَيَهِبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيَهِبُ Hab li. You got ayat here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about the hiba. He said, رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ. Hab. Just want to show you the hab. Hab, it means grant me. When we talk about grant, a grant or that gift, number one is a giving exactly like what you ask. Give me one child, He will give you one child. Jannah is a grant, it's not an effort. Jannah, that's why Nabi Muhammad said, when you ask, you must ask Jannatul Firdaus. Don't ask a small Jannah, you must ask Al-Firdaus Al-A'la. Because it is a grant, it's not your effort. So don't think that you don't deserve it. Ask Allah. So he said, no, I can ask Allah to give me. No, ask Him to give you so much. Because the treasure of Allah, the save of Allah, it's full. He will give it to you. Allah is Kareem. So what is hiba? Wahhab. Allah is Al-Wahhab, the giver or the one who grant. He said, a grant, you never ever expect that will happen. So you find some person just made one sajda or read La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. In the day of Qiyamah, he expects that his halik is finished now, no hope. And then Allah will call him and put him amongst the shuhada and siddiqeen. Say, who's this one? Ya Allah, is not my file that. He said, no, Allah is Wahhab. He will give it to you. Allah like that, He's giving it to you like this. How? He will manage it. So, never thought that will happen. Many people had cancer, didn't have a children for so many years, and then they go there, they find themselves, Allah gave them. Not him done that, not the doctor or hospital. Allah, Wahhab, and He gave it to them. Another thing also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about girls and boys. وَيَهِبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ إِنَاثًا. Allah grant whom He want a baby girl. Now you say, I want a boy. You say, no, it's a grant, my friend. It's a lucky bag. I don't know, packet, or I don't know what you call it. It's like a gift. You can't tell the man who give you a gift what is that. And he knows what you need. So the ulama said, because is hiba, is a grant and gift, so that what you need to have in your children. You need girl. The boy would be a big problem like there in Surah Al-Kahf. When Al-Khidr alayhi salam killed that boy because its taklif is a burden on the parents. So in this time, in your akhirah, needs that girl or two girls, or I find people who got even 9 girls. Is his akhirah, your Jannah needs that type of, if you had boys, you wouldn't go to Jannah. So that's what you need exactly. Number 2, man of the girl, because Arab they don't like the girl, or the people they don't like the girl, they said the man of the girl, Jannah guarantee for him. The Jannah guarantee for him. Why? His ibadah is not enough. He's not qualified. So Allah, this girl, it will be means for you to enter Jannah. They ask Rasulullah, how many? He said 2. 1, he said no problem, 1. And we got something which is a great. We're very proud of the Sharia and the deen of Allah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Say, oh Allah, grant these people mercy as they brought me up. So this ayah, many of the ulama, they said, it's not about the biological father only. It's about anyone who brought you up. Not everyone brought up by his own parents. What about the yatim? His father passed away, so the mother became a father and mother. And what about the mother left the children with her grandmother, and the grandmother brought her up? And what about the teacher in the school, or that lady who look after, or the maid, or the people who educators and all that? So, kama rabbayani saghira, it could be one auntie, it could be one elder sister, one elder brother, neighbors, adopted, what you call foster mother, or you got neighbors, they look after you, relatives, like that. So it is like that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا, as they brought me up. So this ayah is fair for those who don't have a children, but they look after the other people's children. Another thing also, habli min ladunka, grant you from your side. So forget that your effort. It will come from Allah. Why is a surprise? It's a surprise. So the grant come from the other person, not from you. And then what Nabi Ibrahim said, Alhamdulillah alladhi wahaba li ala al-kibari Ismail. Glory be to Allah, all praise due to Allah, the one who wahaba, old men, old women. That's a bit strange. Above 80 years, old lady, she's pregnant. Oh, and then she's go there to the labor hospital. Oh, your grandmother is pregnant. Yeah, it's a system. Nabi Zakaria like this. Nabi Zakaria was very old and say, Rabbi la tadharni fardan wa anta khayrul warithin. Oh Allah, don't let me single and lonely and alone. Indeed, you are the best inheritor. I don't want him. I don't want myself to be alone here. I need one child so he can inherit me. But we know that prophets, they don't leave inheritance. He said, inherit my religion, inherit my akhlaq, inherit my sadaqat. Allah gave him Yahya, Nabi Yahya alayhi salam. So it's a request of all men like Zakaria alayhi salam. Another thing also, we have in Quran something is called Ja'al, as I mentioned now. Ja'al, it means made. But the Ja'al is not like the grant. Ja'al wa ja'ala lakum. Alladhi ja'ala lakum. Ja'ala. You find it in Quran, that word Ja'ala. So what Ja'ala? Changing from case to another case. From one case condition to another condition. That is called Ja'ala. I show you now. Right. Now that man was barren, or that impotent, that lady is childless. So Allah will operate, He will change that condition. Ja'ala. I collect the whole ayat of Ja'ala in Quran. Ja'ala. So the one who Ja'ala the mountain. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَهُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. He made amongst the couples mercy and love. So Ja'ala here, changing from one condition to the other condition. The other thing also, you got someone is not a parent, is not impotent, is not a childless by fitra. He can operate. But small problem there, they will be operate. That is called Ja'ala. Those who don't have a children, we ask Allah, Ya Allah, make Ja'ala. I know this lady got some physical problem, sickness problem. Ya Allah, this man, make Ja'ala, and you make tahweel, la hawla. Hawlat means changing from condition to another condition, from position, illa billah, hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. No changing, no power can change my condition to another condition except the hawla, the power of Allah, tabarak wa ta'ala. May Allah grant everyone the happy children and healthy children, and may Allah grant them deen, inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam, and once again we make a special dua for those whom they cry for the children, they want the children. May Allah grant you khairud darain. May Allah make ja'ala for you. May Allah grant them a salih children, inshallah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, before we end that request, or the answer of the brothers, I want to tell the brothers and sisters, we are here on this world. We can't achieve everything what we look for, because only on akhirah, not on dunya. You can't ask for everything to be fine. So if it's everything to be fine and lovely, so it's not dunya now, it's Jannah. People are more pious than you, and they struggle more than you. Anbiya, Salihin, messengers, we got many cases in this life. The pious people did not even achieve what they are asking Allah to do. Man mata wa hajatahu fi sadrihi. Anyone dies while his desire and his request and his begging request to Allah did not fulfill, he will be Malik min muluk al-Jannah. He will be king, or she will be queen of the queens of Jannah, or king of Jannah. Why? Because many of us, we got so many things to ask Allah. Many people, they ask Allah to go for Hajj, but because of so many reasons, they are unable to go. And then that man wished that his father made Hajj, and he died. That man died, وَحَاجَتَهُ فِي صَدْرِ. Many people, they wish to have house, have a children, they have job, they want to marry, and he could not because of some reason. So he become Malik min muluk al-Jannah. One of this king of Jannah, those whom they ask Allah, may Allah grant them, and he could not get it, and he died. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept him as a Malik min muluk al-Jannah. Man mata wa hajatahu fi sadrihi. Yes, because he did make sabr, he did not complain, he made sabrun jamil. Sabrun jamil, it means beautiful patient. You just hold, no complaint, no boredom, you just live. Fasabrun jamil. All our sabr to hold. What is the meaning of sabr? Sabr is to hold your reaction for the pleasure of Allah. You don't show anything on your face. You don't show any boredom, any tiredness. You don't complain Allah to the creation of Allah. You just keep quiet. Sabrun jamil. Like Nabi Yaqub alayhi salam said, Fasabrun jamil. I think our sabr must be jamil. Jamil is beautiful. No shakwa, no complaint. So this lady, if she does not complain Allah, she will become among sabirin. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. give a glad tidings to those who practice patience. Then once you become sabirin, you guarantee Jannah. And in Jannah you will get children, and you will get dhurriya, great dhurriya. From who? From Allah. You don't need to struggle like our mother and our father. You will get children better than our children here. You will get ni'mat from Allah. Then you become Ahlus Salam, people of peace, people of greeting to Allah. Allah will greet to them. Salamun alaykum tibtum bima sabartum. Peace be upon you and glad tidings in Jannah because of your sabr. They did make sabr, and wallahi, I wish we can teach every Muslim how to hold for the pleasure of Allah, like the way we do in Ramadan. We hold it for the pleasure of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Then you get Firdaus al-A'la, Ahlul Sabr, the people of Sabr. You will get Ahlul Sabra, Ahlul Sabr, Ahlul Maghfirah. That you will be forgiving, and you get Jannatul Firdaus. يَدْخُلُونَهَا الْفِرْدَوْسِ وَذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ. They will enter it with their offspring. As I said, could be a mother or sister or wife or khala, stepmother, stepfather. They will be parents on the day of Qiyamah. وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. And Allah knows best. We wish for you that you have a children, but ask those who got a children how much headache they got, how much fitna they got. So lucky you don't have that headache, you don't have that fitna, and there is one subject you pass for free. So now you said, I don't have fitna to dunya, and then you have no enemy, because Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said, Inna min azwajikum wa awladikum aduwwan lakum fahdharuhum. Amongst your spouses and your own children, your own enemy. People will enter Jahannam, be punished, not because of him, because of someone else. And ask the people. Last week, someone called me to visit his father on a grave, and then we see, and the man start to cry. So why are you crying, my friend? Let us make dua. I said, no, I cry. My father left a big house here in Johannesburg, lot of business, and he's staying here on that grave. It was very hard to see. Allah, this man, he gave me a shock. He said, oh, I never take it this way. He will say, Sheikh, this man was very, very wealthy, very healthy. He just died. And then look at this. He's just here. And it was raining. It was raining. And he said, see my father's bones. I said, oh, what you want? He said, I don't know. He said, this is a reality of dunya. But what about if you collect it from halal? It will become sadaqah jariyah. But what about if you collect it from haram? That the children will enjoy it, and the father will pay for it on the day of Qiyamah. It's very, very terrible. As I said, you don't have a children, you don't have enemy. So now your hisab is very light. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote for everyone his dunya road. Walk on it. Accept that road, accept that map of Allah. Don't try to run away from that destiny and fate and qadar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Walk on it, accept it, content with it, and ask Allah tabarak wa ta'ala to give you or to save you. Oh Allah, you are my decision maker. You decide for me, Ya Allah. That's why I said to the brother, may Allah Rabbul Izzat tabarak wa ta'ala make it easy for those who got children. May Allah grant them tawfiq to feed them halal and look after them and give them good education and good tarbiyah. And may Allah Rabbul Izzat tabarak wa ta'ala save those who are unable to look after the children, because the child is going to stand against his father in the day of Qiyamah, especially those children who did not get a full care from their parents. He will say, ضَيَّعْتَنِي ضَيَّعَكَ اللَّهِ. You make me lose akhirah, may Allah make you lose your akhirah. Because our children nowadays facing a very, very tough time, and we have to stand and we have to look after them, and we have to help them to pass that fitna. In our time when we were young, the fitna was less. Nowadays, fitna is in our bedroom, is in our phone. Everywhere you got that fitna and temptation, and our children don't have a supporter and helper. That's why those who teach the primary school and the preschool and younger children, they must be very pious, very well educated, because now they're putting the foundation. Primary school and that young school, it's very important. That's why some country only allow those who carry master degree and PhD to teach the primary school. Why? It's a foundation. This child here on this period of time, if you get him, he will become a hero and he will become very, very good in our community, inshallah. Last time I was talking about tolerance, and the lady was complaining that she can't take it anymore. We asked her for who? He said, for my children. He said, no, your child is not your brother or your neighbor. Your child is piece of you. Your child is your amal. You can't run away from your responsibility. Children is amana, and you have to learn how to be halim, tolerant. As we said, Allah is halim, ghafurun halimun awwah, and Muslim must be halim like Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Before, when we talk about that hulm or tolerance, we talk about you cannot react like those who are aggressive to you. You can't, because you are not a professional person who's rude or who's harsh. So if you tolerate and you hold, you are more stronger than him. Actually, it's honor. When the person swear you and you don't answer back, you become very special. Why? It's not my level. I can't lower myself. I go down for that case like that. The other thing also, as I said last time, you are better than him. Straight. No, Sheikh, how come you say better? Yes, in this case, you are better than him. Yeah, you know how to hold, you know how to control your temper, but him, small word like this, so you are better than him, and you be proud of that level which Allah gave it to you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to tolerate and to hold for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. Once again, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who gave me that opportunity to be with you. And we ask Rabbul Izzah tabarak wa ta'ala, may Allah grant us that sabr and that tolerance. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant each and everyone who got a short temper, may Allah make it easy for him. And may Allah grant him the akhlaq and the attitude and manner of our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And I'd like to just give a small advice to myself and to our brothers. I know your children are not the same. And I know that you've done enough for your children and for your sons and daughters. But don't forget that I have to remind you that you are the father of these children. You can act with your child as your enemy or as your brother or as your neighbor. No, we have to think that we are the parents and they are the children. And it's a duty upon us that to tolerate and to hold, and we give them chance. The children got their own pressure, they got own tension, and we have to put it in consideration. Too much fitna around, and I'd like to tell my brothers and my sisters, the one who is sending that message, you can't take a personal fight between you and your son. No, I cannot imagine a parent or father or mother or a teacher to take it personal. We got some disagreement with our children because we wish for them to be good. The only one who can wish for you to be better than him is only mom and dad. The other one maybe few, not all of them. So I just want to tell the parents, you can't take it personal thing. Teenagers, they face a big challenge. They are moody, they got a short temper. We have to. Also, we were telling the young boys and girls, you must fear Allah, because disobedience, parents, it's a major sin. It's not a small thing. But we tell the parents, Nabi Muhammad said, Rahim Allahum ra'an, may Allah grant mercy for a person, a'ana waladahu ala birrihi, make it easy for his son to be kind to him. We got a terrible parents, we got also this, but I just like to put the blame on the parents. Is your child. Tomorrow you close your eyes and you will never meet this child until the Qiyamah day. So tolerate, give him chance, forgive, as Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala forgive you every day. If you do so, you just hold for the sake of Allah, you are wise, you are aqil, you are the person of common sense. Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib said, who's the aqil, who's the one who's wise, who's the intelligent, الذي يصمت عند الجهال, the one who keep quiet in a time of ignorant. In a time of ignorance, these people, they don't know our value. They are juhal. Those yajhalu alay. Yajhalu alay, it means he become aggressive on me. Yes. So the one who keep this, they say, the ulama said, jawabu ma yukrahu sukut. The best answer for something you don't like it, just to keep quiet. To keep quiet, you save yourself and really you avoid big problem. I want to tell you something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, here he said, when you angry and someone try to offend you, the best thing, you have to keep quiet. Ask those who divorced his wife how much regret he got because of their fighting. I got one case, they are fighting for the name of the baby. Must give that name like that. Fight, and then he give 3 talaq. 3 divorce on the time when they give 7 days after birth. What is that? And they say, no, she disrespect me. And the mother-in-law, and they fight for name of the baby. So, ask those who they could not control their anger. They got divorced. Some they kill, some they make zulm, some they make kufr, some they cut family ties, and it's a big problem. Now, Imam al-Shu'abi said, I did not meet my mom and my dad to be kind to them. Wallahi, I will never be a cause for someone to sway my mom and my dad. I will never give him that chance. His mother and his father, he was young, he did not have enough time to look after his parents. Nowadays, the person, his mother is in the grave, and his father in the grave, and by the Facebook and chatting and fighting and debate, he's sending the curse and swearing and insulting to his mom and dad in the grave. Is that what you send to your father? By offending the other? When you swear that person is father, you swear you back. Then, is that the dua you send it to your father, or you send it the bad word and bad curse to your parents on the grave? So, the best thing, you just tolerate, hold for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another thing also, when you hold, you guarantee something, no one knows about it except you. How are you going to revenge? You fear Allah from exceeding the limit of revenging. فَإِنْ عَاقَبْتُمْ فَعَاقِبُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا عُوقِبْتُمْ بِهِ. If you want to punish and revenge, you must revenge typically like the way you've been abused or attacked. Let's say someone hit another one on his face. All right. Did you measure that size, how far was his hand from your face? How many centimeters? All right. Did you measure and count how fast was the hand? Did you measure and count how much anger he had? How heavy is his hand? And how hard was that hitting? Big problem. And then you're putting yourself on zulm. So what is the best thing? Sabrun jamil. We leave it for the sake of Allah. فَإِنْ عَاقَبْتُمْ بِمِثْلِ مَا You know what is mithl? Mithl. Typically, you don't go up or down. Like when we talk about Allah, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, ليس كمثله شيء. Mithl. He's not like anything. So I don't know how you're going to make this one mithl. How you're going to make it. It's impossible. Impossible. Impossible to revenge exactly. And I don't want to give you that story of that man who said, if you don't pay me on time, I'm going to take 1 kilo meat from your body, 1 kilo from your flesh. So that man, he's just signed because he's desperate, he need the money. So the time came and that man could not pay. So what happened? That man said, I'm going to take 1 kilo meat. He went to the judge. The judge told him, all right, you want a kilo meat? Take the knife and cut 1 time. Don't use the scale. Mithl. You must take it exact. If it's less, we'll take from you. If it's more, we'll take from you. This man said, oh, I'm not sure. He said, okay, I'll wait. So to revenge, you put yourself on the big, maybe less or maybe more. Another thing also, how you're going to control that type of anger or to hold that type of reaction. The ulama said, you must practice the hadith of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, إنما العلم بالتعلم وإنما الحلم بالتحلم. Indeed, knowledge comes through temptation, learning. You spend so many years to learn. And then, والحلم, the tolerance, بالتحلم, by practicing how to tolerate. Practice. The first thing, you make dhikrullah. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. When you mention the name of Allah and you make any type of dhikrullah, your heart will cool down. Itmi'nan, you have a tranquility, you got peace in the heart. You become normal. Shaitan will go away and the anger will cool down, and then you know how to decide. You don't need to give talaq, to hit someone, to beat someone, or to divorce, or to kill someone. Allah will decide for you. So that's called dhikrullah. Then you make isti'adha, seek protection. Say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. Because ghadab, the anger from shaitan. It is from shaitan. Shaitan make tahrish. Tahrish, the one who caused a problem between Qabil and Habil. They cause a problem amongst the Muslim. They cause a problem amongst the brothers, mother, father. Divorce. Because too much instigate and push people to make that decision. So, seek protection in Allah from shaitan. You go shaitan away, so Allah will head over. Then, dhikrullah, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, udhkurni hina taghdab. Remember me when you get angry. Adhkuruka hina aghdab. I remember you when I get angry with you. So just ask Allah to cool you and say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim, and you say, Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, make any time. Then, as Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to that Sahabi, Ittali' fil qubur. Just go to the graveyard and see. You don't need to have that fight. Time is too short. You don't need to if you go to the graveyard and cemetery and see what is happening and who's there, you don't need to fight. And then how many parents they fight and then they're gone. They never see the children again. Then wa'tabir bin nushur, and you must learn a lesson in the day of nushur. Nushur, it means when you resurrect from the grave, and that word can take you to Jahannam. So think about that before the day of Qiyamah. That's why the hadith, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-adla fi al-rida wal-ghadab. Oh Allah, I ask you to be fair. I want to be fair in the time of anger and happiness. Because when you're angry, you're over. And you are happy also, you're over, because you give the child more than the other. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us akhlaq and sabr and tolerance, inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we ask Rabbul Izzat Tabarak wa Ta'ala, may Allah guide us to all the road of Hidayah. And we ask Rabbul Izzat Tabarak wa Ta'ala, may Allah guide each and every Muslim to practice the deen and the tradition of our beloved Nabi Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Once again, we say shukran for your emails, SMSs and phone calls. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to Sirat al-Mustaqim. The other thing I'd like to mention now, it's about something that's called muhasabatun nafs, questioning yourself. You got department in university, it's called accounting or statistic, or I don't know, they got so many subjects regarding the bookkeeping and those of muhasib, we call him muhasib, the accountant for those people who deal with the hisab and account. There's a ministry for that. So people, you got hisab, and then you got some questioning, and you must review. You got so many things in your daily thing. What about in your life? If we accept that on a bank, on a company, what about your life? That period of life you live in this world, did you make hisab for yourself? Did you take yourself to the account before Allah take you to that account on the day of Qiyam? So what is nafs? That partner in your body, that sharik, or that partner which sharing with you the amal. If I don't know if you still remember, when we say the human being, me and you, are three. We got body, that body, and we got nafs, that desire, or the inner, or that I, and then we got ruh, that spirit, or that soul in your body. So now this is a three partner. The body is obedience to the nafs, and the ruh is just let your nafs go. So the biggest problem with us is not the body, it's the nafs. That's why it's mentioned in the Quran about 115 times. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. It's about حساب النفس, how to question yourself in the day of Qiyamah. So the safety on the day of Qiyamah, when you make a small court for yourself in this one. You people call it conscious, you people self-counting, self-judgment, you can name it the way you want. So how you save yourself from the difficult hisab on the day of Qiyamah? فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى. Anyone will do something good as an atom, he will see it on the day of Qiyamah. So Nabi Muhammad spoke about that hisab al-nafs. He said, al-kayyis, the intelligent, the clever, the wise, man dana nafsahu, the one who always accuses himself, that nafs. وَعَمِلَ لِمَا بَعْدَ الْمَوْتِ, and he worked when he meant in his work life after death. Yes, so if you question yourself and you always accuse yourself before you accuse the other, you are the most intelligent or the most clever one. Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab said, حَاسِبُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ قَبْلَ أَن تُحَاسَبُوا. So question yourself before someone else will question you. And we did see, before the traffic roadblock, you check there, you check your seat belt, you check your paper before you go to the airport, you check your luggage, so no problem. You can come and you prepare your file properly. You overlook all that document you have, so you can apply it, inshallah you will get the good result, you get approval. So Sayyidina Umar said, yes, you have to question yourself and judge yourself by putting a pressure on yourself. Don't take the side of yourself. We have to accuse our own self. When they read وَكَانَ أَمْرُهُ فُرُطًا, the person, when he be in Jahannam, and then he said his matter become waste. Now the ulama said this man did not calculate his mistake in his lifetime. He did not question himself in his lifetime. Sayyidina Qatada said like that. So the person, he got a fake hope that his fire is okay, his akhirah is okay. Then in the day of Qiyamah, you don't find that document in your page. You did not check properly. So now وَكَانَ أَمْرُهُ فُرُطًا. They say nafs is like a very cheating partner. Yes, the deceiving partner. If you don't ask every time, if you don't check every time, he will cheat you. So always accuse yourself, always try to stand against yourself. That's called hisab al-nafs. Nabi Dawood alayhi salam said, human being had 4 times in a day. 4 times on a day. They call it like hours. Number 1 hour, you hasib nafsahu. You must question yourself in 1 hour. What did I do? What didn't I do? Then you give your brother time. 1 hour for your family, your brother, to remind him about Allah. It's like da'wah. And then halal, for dunya. You can give yourself time for dunya. With your wife, your children, eat, sleep, enjoy. And then another hour we have it here, it's called munajat. Munajat, it means you talk to Allah, you supplicate the dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first hour you have to have hisabun nafs. Sayyidina al-Hasan radiallahu anhu said that al-mu'min yakhiffu hisabahu bisabab muhasabat nafsa. The believer, he will get light questioning, light hisab and counting when he question himself. So when you check your paper and document, definitely you're lighting your problem. You make it easy for yourself. So how are we going to make hisab? How are we going to question myself? How are we going to evaluate my act in my lifetime? This is very easy to question yourself. Number one, you know what you have done and you know what you did not do. So you are the doctor of yourself. You are the one who knows, not anyone else. Number one, so you must know how much favor Allah gave it to you and how much disobedience you gave it to Allah. Yes, count your mistake. Count your mistake, now you will be safe. So, when you count your mistake and know the type of your mistake, you look for the solution. If you know the sickness, you got a flu, you got cold, you got broken legs, you will try to get something to fix that problem. So you must know that you are the slave of Allah and this one is Allah. So everyone must know his value in the eyes of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. See how small you are and you disobey Allah in such a big thing like that. So that it's called, we are criminal and Allah is all forgiving. So you must understand this. Number two, you must wait for something. It's called, when you do that hisabun nafs, you get something it's called nurul hikmah. You get the wisdom. You get the light how to question yourself. You know what is your problem. And then when you suspect your nafs, suspect your desire, you are on the safe side. You are on the safe side. The other thing also, you must understand, if you don't question yourself, you are ghafil, you are heedless, you are unaware, and then the sudden punishment will come to you. You can't be ghafil. Don't wait till you reach the age of 50 and 60 and you look for a solution. Because physically, technically, you are very weak. You don't know how to make tawbah. People are waiting till the time of Sakaratul Maut, alhamdulillah, but you don't wait for the last minute to play and score. You have time and you make hisab of nafs. Then you must learn something, it's called niyat, intention. Imam al-Bukhari started his Sahih al-Bukhari with that hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّةِ. Without your intention, you're lost. You lost. Why I'm helping this person? Why I'm standing and making wudu? For what reason? Is it salah or I'm washing myself or what? So the ulama said, mind your intention, because sometimes the intention destroy the act or the deeds. رُبَّ عَمَلٍ صَغِيرٍ كَبَّرَتْهُ النِّيَّةِ. Maybe a small act, but the intention make it very big. And وَرُبَّ عَمَلٍ كَبِيرٍ, and maybe a big act, but the intention make it small. It's like that. So mind your intention. That is the biggest issue in our life, when you lose control on your intention. So we go funeral, we don't get any reward. We helping people, we don't have any reward because we don't mean Allah Almighty for the sake of God. Because there is a big difference between you serve humanity only for the sake of humanity, and you serve humanity for the sake of Allah. You got so many people look after the animal, the people look after the environment, they help, they do a welfare work, no problem, very nice. But they short of something, and for the pleasure of God, for the pleasure of Allah. Now you can gain the benefit here and gain it that side. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without that intention, that those people who do a good deed, but they don't mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't mean the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another thing also, the questioning after you have niyat, you must question after you do the act. Too much, especially those who like the people to praise them. They say you well done. This one, well done, if it does affect your act, is going to be a problem. That's why there is a dua, Allahumma inni astaghfiruka an kulli amalin qasadtu bihi wajhak fakhalatani bihi ghayrak. Allahumma inni astaghfiruka an kulli amalin qasadtu bihi wajhak fakhalatani bihi ghayrak. Oh Allah, I ask you forgiveness for any act I meant you in it, and then after I done it, I discovered that I meant someone else with you. Oh Allah, forgive me for that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala correct our intention. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your good deeds, inshallah. Unfortunately, my time is up. Till we, inshallah, continue next time. Shukran jazeelan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه لا إله